Hey everyone, thank you for watching today's video. I'm so excited to do. It's going to be a new Will I Buy It? This is my series I post every single Wednesday. I'm going to chat with you over all of the new makeup releases that were announced. I'm going to talk about what has my interest, what I'm not so interested in. I do have just one item that I received in PR this week that I would have talked about in this week's video, so I will start off as showing that, but I do always link my playlist down below. I also link the community playlist, which I started, so any creator who makes a style video can add theirs if you want to check out what a bunch of people are thinking on all of these new releases. But let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I do have one product to show this week, and that is from Juvia's place. This is their Wahala 2 eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I just opened this for the first time right before sitting down to film, and I was like, oh, so this is a larger palette. It's got a lot of color in here. There are some different pressed glitters in here also, but wow, there's a lot of different looks that you could do with this palette. The artwork, I mean, everything, like Juvia's place, really, their artwork on everything is always so incredible. But let me tell you about this. So the eyeshadow palette, the Wahala 2, with 30 shades, a mix of mattes, metallics, pressed glitters, and shimmers, and this is going to be $38. And from what I'm seeing, it does say coming soon. If it's available, I will link it down below, or if I can find the date, I will put that into my description boxes. So let me know if you want, like, what do you want with this palette? Do you want some different looks? Do you want a YouTube video? But thank you so much to Juvia's place for sending this over to me. Like I said, there's just a lot of different combinations that you can do with this one. Would I have purchased this myself? No, because I don't usually go for these larger palettes. I'm just more into the smaller palettes or the mini palettes, so especially when we start getting into 30 shades, and especially because there is so much color in here, that isn't always what I'm gravitating towards, but it's still really beautiful. I'm still excited to play around with it. I do like the Juvia's Place eyeshadow formula, and a big thank you to them for sending this over. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and scoot over, and I'm gonna start off a reading on Trend Mood 1, so I do always link her in my description box, and I have been on a bit of a break the last 5 days, so I'm actually sitting down. It is a Tuesday night. I am sitting down to film this, and I am really just going through Trend Mood for the first time in almost a week. So this is going to be kind of my initial reactions to seeing things, because I haven't really had a lot of time to look over everything and kind of process everything. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. So please, like, don't, no harsh judgments about my appearance today or my hair. I thought about, you know, either skipping a week or doing something different for the Will I Buy It, because I knew that I wasn't going to be back until Tuesday evening. But I was like, you know what? I can do it. I love these videos. I love sitting down to film them, and it kind of helps, like, get me back into the swing of things. Like, usually if I'm gone or if I take any breaks, the Will I Buy It is the first video back that I'm typically filming, because it's kind of what starts off my filming week for me, and it's also the video that I can't pre-film. Like, I really can't film these too far in advance, because, you know, it's very timely and everything. So a lot of times when I'm getting back into the swing of things after taking a break from filming, this is the first video that I start off with, and it just puts me in a happy mood because I just love talking about new makeup. So it's fun for me. So just wanted to say that. So please, you know, like, let's be kind. So since we started off with an eyeshadow palette, let's just keep rolling. Actually, you know, I was definitely hearing a lot of chatter about the Melt Cosmetics new collection that is coming out, the Beetlejuice collection. Okay, so the collection includes the recently deceased eyeshadow palette with 8 shades and the waiting room eyeshadow palette with 10 shades. There's also a supernatural lash mascara. There are gel liners, lipsticks, let's see, electric paint, also Beetlejuice mirror, a Lydia brush set. Everything is going to be available November 27th on the website. Okay, so we still have some time for this one, because I know I've been hearing from a lot of people. I've been seeing the comments and the tags. I've also been talking to a lot of other YouTuber friends, and a lot of people are really, really excited for this. So looking at this one, because I think we had some sneak peeks of the palettes before, but now we have the full collection. So I feel like I am canceling myself. Has it been 3 weeks in a row now that I'm canceling myself? It started with Miss Piggy, then it went to Star Wars / Baby Yoda / the child or whatnot, and now I have to talk about Beetlejuice. I know what Beetlejuice is. I know who Beetlejuice is. I don't think I've ever actually seen the full It's a movie. I don't think I've ever seen the full movie because I think at the times where it was like on, or I was like around people or family or friends that were watching it, it scared me too much to actually watch the full thing through. So I don't have like a for Beetlejuice, you know? Maybe I should have put this last so all of you are not now clicking out of the video and writing Reddit threads about me about how I don't love Beetlejuice. Again, just like with Miss Piggy, I don't hate Beetlejuice. I haven't canceled Beetlejuice. I haven't, you know, it's just I'm just not really that familiar with Beetlejuice. Okay, I'm gonna go to the makeup because I feel like I'm just digging myself further into a hole here. So a lot of the like lipsticks and the liners and things like that I'm seeing, not, you know, totally for me, not totally my vibe, but I mean Melt really does a fantastic job with their packaging, even like the mirrors and stuff. I think a lot of people, I know a lot of people are going to really, really love this, and that's so fantastic. It's, you know, these days it's so great. I know it can be really overwhelming that there's so many brands and there's so many collections and there's so many releases, but there is a flip side to that. Like I try to see pros and cons to everything, but like the flip side of that is like there's always something for people, and I just love that because, you know, I can remember the days where the makeup was, it kind of all looked the same, or the packaging was similar, or the collections were similar, and now it just feels, I don't know, it just feels like there can be something for everybody these days, which is really, really awesome. So when it comes to the eyeshadow palettes, you know, definitely my eyes kind of go to that purple one, which I think that's the recently deceased eyeshadow palette. So that's a fun name because there's purples in there with a mix of greens, and those are like two of my favorite colors these days for eyeshadows. Like, who am I? Do I absolutely need this? You know, I'm not sure. I do have the 420 palette from Melt Cosmetics that I still need to try. There have just been so many eyeshadow palettes coming out recently that I can play around with, but I still really do want to try that one. But I think if I was going to be going for either of those two palettes, it would be that one. But at the same time, just from the response, I know people are really excited for this, and I believe Melt Cosmetics have had collections in the past that have sold out really quickly. So I would hate to be someone who grabbed something because I think it could make for a good YouTube video, but like I don't feel that full like power behind it, and then someone who really, really wanted it for that aspect, or because they're a huge lover of Melt, aren't able to get it. Those are the kinds of things that I think about. So I'm probably gonna skip on this collection, but it does look fun. I would love to hear your thoughts, of course. I feel like this week actually might be a bit of a slower week. Like, let's see if I can still make this video 30 minutes long somehow, but I feel like maybe it's gonna be a little bit shorter. But we have a couple eyeshadow palettes that are gonna be coming to the next Trend Mood box. So the first one is from Nabla Cosmetics. This is for their holiday collection, the Side by Side Nude Eyeshadow Palette. So it says this pulls together chromatic classism and the daily artistic gesture of makeup, celebrating day after day expressivity and individual art. Got it. There's 16 brand new shades developed to create an extended range of neutral looks and to easily define the eyes with a game of reflections, lights, and shades. With a game. Okay. Okay, I get that. The formulas are rich, creamy, extremely pigmented, and highly performing, and this is going to be $39. All right, so yes, a very neutral palette. That is something that I like though. I like neutrals. I'm a fan of that. It's, you know, it's easy for me to create looks. Like when I look at this, I'm like, I know that there's a lot of different looks that I could create. Some of those shimmers in there look really, really pretty too. I don't know if I would be super interested in it on its own, but I am very curious that it's coming to a Trend Mood box. I did also recently get a really, really generous PR package from Nabla Cosmetics, and I am so excited about that. There's a lot in there that I want to try out. Let me know if you would want to see a video kind of testing out brands that are a little bit newer to me, maybe brands that I haven't tried anything yet from, or brands that I maybe have only tried like one or two things from, to do kind of like a full video like that. Let me know if that'd be of interest to you. I jotted it down on my list, but you know, I always love to get your feedback, of course. But the other product, let's see, so this also from Nabla Cosmetics, also for their holidays, this is the Ruby Lights Glitter Palette. This has one swipe glitters that remain adhered as long as you want to your skin. This one is $25. Okay, so I'm saying this, of course, as I have glitter on my eyes. I just have one of the Stila glitters, again, kind of didn't have like, usually for my Will I Bite videos, I'm filming my look for an Instagram tutorial so I can reference that, but you know, today is a little bit of a different situation, but I do have just one of the Stila glitters on my eyes. This one is in Bronzed Bell, but a lot of times I don't do full-on glitter looks super often, and I actually have another one of these glitter quads from Nabla Cosmetics that came out in another Trend Mood box a while ago, and I actually got the Trend Mood box. I did try the Secret palette from Nabla that came in that box, but I haven't tried the glitter one yet because again, glitters are just, I don't never wear glitter, but it's not my most reached for type of product, if that makes sense. But this one does look really pretty too, so I'm definitely gonna be curious of what else is coming in the Trend Mood box. I always kind of have my eye on what the boxes are gonna look like because there's been a couple that I've been like, that seems like a really good deal, that seems really cool. I love that the box, you know, it's not necessarily a subscription. Well, it's not a subscription box. You can just pay for it one box at a time with what box that you want to receive, and I absolutely love that, so I'm definitely gonna be keeping an eye on those. All right, looks like we have some more new releases from Makeup by Mario and his makeup line for holiday 2020. It says this is all about glam vibes, so it includes the Master Mattes Pro Lip Palette for $60. That has 16 shades in there. There's also the Glam Quads that are $25 each, or $65 for the bundle. The Pro Volume Lip Gloss is $22, or you can get all three for $55. And there are some different new shades in the Pro Pigment pencils. There's Holiday Glam Sets for $60, the Ultimate Holiday Lip Kit for $110, or the full Holiday Collection for $225. Okay. I will have my Sephora haul coming as of right now. Again, filming Tuesday night. I don't have my package in yet, which I'm bummed about because I kind of thought maybe it would be here today. Next video, which is going to come on Friday. So if you're new here, I upload Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and also on Tuesday. So 4 days a week, of course, if you're not subscribed yet. I would love to have you. If you guys didn't see in last week's Will I Buy It video, there is a giveaway in there. It's still open to win some different sets, including a Tatcha skincare set, and there's going to be another exciting giveaway coming up soon. And then my holiday giveaway start. It's just going to be a fun time over here, okay? So if you're not subscribed yet, of course, I would love if you do. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, all the good things. But my Sephora haul video from the sale is going to be coming Friday. And when I tell you I went in, okay? You don't want to miss this haul. You do not want, let me just put it on your calendars right now. Friday, Samantha Sephora haul. Okay, got it on the calendars. And I went back and forth for so long on getting something from the Makeup by Mario line. Back and forth, I went back and forth, and I was like, you know, I just don't feel like anything is really speaking to me. And then I actually was able to go in store in Sephora over the weekend, and I was really looking at his products there too. I still think that I can say no, so I passed over everything. I just, it's like I want to, it's like I want things to be calling to me, but they just aren't at this moment. And you know, I buy enough makeup, so it's like I try not to talk myself into things. I will say the quads, to me though, the quads do interest me more than the eyeshadow palettes that he's put out prior. You know, obviously like the lip palette, that is something that I would never use something like that. It's just not really for me. I understand he's a makeup artist. A lot of this is kind of geared towards other makeup artists. That's great, but that's not me. So I will say some of these quads are, I'm kind of like, okay, like I like quads. Like I like smaller palettes, I like quads. So maybe I could get behind something like that. But I also am telling you that I went in at Sephora, okay? And I might have bought an eyeshadow palette that I have wanted for a very long time. That is not new, but I did it anyways. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm probably gonna pass over this, but I might be able to get talked into those quads. All right, I see a new Disney collection, because Disney is all over makeup, let me tell you. So we have from Makeup Revolution X Disney. So we have Disney Storybook palettes, Disney Storybook Heart highlighters, the Disney Storybook lip toppers, and also lashes. So it looks like we have the Princess and the Frog, Beauty and the Beast, and also Cinderella. It looks cute, it looks cute, I like that. Probably don't need anything though. I don't really grab a whole lot from Makeup Revolution. I would love to know your thoughts though. The larger highlight palettes probably not going to be for me. Even the eyeshadow palettes are a little bit larger, and I don't know, I feel like I'm I feel like I just don't need anything, so I'm gonna pass on. Another one that I'm not too interested in, this is from Sugarpill, and this is a new pill palette for spooky season for Halloween, which has already passed us by. How crazy. Welcome to November. We have the Black Capsule by Sugarpill. 10 eyeshadows, metallic and matte textures, pressed pigments, and a blush in a pill-shaped palette with a mirror and magnetic closure for $42. Looks like this is going to be available now. This just doesn't really speak to me very much. The packaging doesn't really do much for me. The shades inside, I'm like, I could probably skip that one, so not a lot of interest there for me. From Glamlite, we have another food palette. Okay, so this is the Burger palette. It says new addition to the To-Go line. Includes 4 ultra dazzling shimmer shades and 5 pigmented mattes inspired by your favorite burger toppings and sides. With a 3D soft and squishy bun packaging and diner wrapping paper. Okay, I thought Glamlite had a burger palette, but maybe this is something different or a smaller one. I'm not sure. Will be available October 30th, so it should be available now, so I'll have it linked down below. I am very curious because there's, oh, blue cheese. Okay. Okay, I was like, what's the blue? What is that representing on a burger topping? Looking at it, it makes me very hungry because I haven't eaten in a hot second. I probably need to go get a snack after this. So it makes me hungry, but the food palettes just haven't really been my thing. There is a new eyeshadow palette coming from Hallberg Cosmetics. This is the new Golden 20s eyeshadow palette with 12 shades and a new multi-use formula for $55, and also the End eyeshadow primer for $24. Looks like this is going to be available now. It looks, you know, nice and neutral and nude. Another you know, color scheme that I really like, but I don't, something about the packaging just doesn't quite get me super hyped. And when I tell you that I'm good with eyeshadow palettes, like I really am. I'm gonna, especially after my latest Sephora order. How many eyeshadow? I think it's just 2 eyeshadow palettes, but again, there's been a lot. I'm gonna really try to, you know, I say this a lot after I do a larger haul, or, you know, if Sephora's just had a sale and I've, you know, really made a larger purchase. I tend to notice that the Will I Buy It's that I film after that, I'm not as like this, because I'm like, oh, spent a lot of money, like, calm down. Yes, and how could I forget the new Friends collection with Makeup Revolution? Okay, so they already launched a part of it prior, and now this is like, I don't know if they're saying like their part 2. A big collection of palettes and body care products. So again, some different palettes like Take a Drive, He's Her Lobster. Lobster. So cute. Open the Door shadow palette, Grab a Cup face palette. There's light to medium and dark to deep. I like that a lot. Also includes a body collection with creams and more, available on November 4th. I mean, again, like packaging on everything in here has been so spot on. And even like I said earlier, that I don't really grab a lot from Makeup Revolution. I mean, this is one that the packaging does pull me in. Like the collaboration aspect really does pull me in. Something about like this coffee cup, I'm just, again, I probably don't need anything, but I don't know why the coffee cup is really getting to me. Like that's the one that's really calling to me. I think that one has like a lotion in it or something. Something along those lines for the body care, and it's like, I mean, I would use a lotion. Okay, I did get quite a few tags on this new release from L'Oreal, and I have to say I'm kind of excited for it. So this is available now on Amazon. It's their new Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder. Up to 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder provides full coverage with a natural matte finish, blurs, evens, and smooth skin for $11.99. It's in 16 shades. Full coverage of a liquid foundation in a weightless powder texture. So I really, really like the liquid foundation of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I definitely prefer liquid foundations to powders. A lot of times I don't use a powder as like a full foundation. I'm usually only wanting to set the liquid foundation that I did use, but I might try this one out. I mean, $11.99. I might grab this one. My interest is piqued. Okay, also there is a new product that is coming out from Patrick Ta and Patrick Ta Beauty. So this is for holiday. This is the Major Glow Face Gloss in She Gives Me Life. This is limited edition. A touch of weightless gel glides effortlessly onto the lids, cheekbones, cupid bow, and lips while leaving a dewy shine that captures the light like prism on the skin. Will be available November 5th on the website and also at Sephora. Okay. So I was able to attend a masterclass that Patrick Ta did, and his model was Patrick Starr, so it was via Zoom, of course. I was really excited to get the invite. It's been, you know, through all of this crazy times, a lot of brands have really been doing a lot to like try to keep people, not even just brands, just, you know, so many people in general, like really trying to use technology to keep us connected, which I think is such a great thing. So I was really excited to be invited to the masterclass, and just, you know, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't have the most amount of skills when it comes to makeup, so it's really fun for me to be able to watch you know, especially other makeup artists do what they do and explain, and to see it, because I'm very much a visual learner. That's why YouTube was so helpful for me when I started to find beauty videos, because prior to that, showing my age here, but I would look in magazines and see like a step-by-step, you know, written words, sometimes not even like a pictorial to go along with it. And I'm like, that don't make no sense. So video has been really helpful. So I'm so excited to be invited to this. And then he did show his new holiday launch in there, and when he put it on Patrick Starr, I was like, and I don't even go for these types of products. Like, I'm not big into like these types of glosses for like face and eyes. Like, it's just, I've tried a few and I just can't really say it's my thing. But when I saw this and I saw it like glide on, I was like, wait, do I need that? And I have to say that I like really gave that a double take. Like I said, available November 5th. It is limited edition, but I mean, we could see it in the video. It is very large, and he even said it. He's like, you know, maybe we'll launch something like this again around next holiday, and this is like large enough that it should take you through the full year type of thing. So maybe I'll wait to see the price on it, but I'm like trying to talk myself out of it, because I'm like, really, am I going to use it that much? Like, it's not really a B-style thing. But then I was like, but it looks so cool. e.l.f. Cosmetics. Oh, okay, e.l.f. They are coming out with the Flawless Brightening Concealer. Okay. Create a brightened, flawless complexion with a flick of a pen. Oh. A buildable brightening concealer to highlight all over your face. A lightweight formula brightens and highlights your key features. It's infused with hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. And this formula works to conceal uneven skin tones, and it's $5. Is $5. I will say, like packaging wise and how like the component is, I'm probably not going to be a huge fan of that. You know, the ones that you have to like twist at the bottom and like click up, they're like my worst nightmare. I don't have a lot of patience, so that's like really challenging for me. But I love the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. It's one of my top concealers. Actually, the Hydrating Concealer I didn't love as much, which I thought I would have loved even more. So this one I'm kind of like, where would this fall into? Oh, so this is the one you would click the bottom, it looks like. Yeah. Right? Yeah, it looks like you click the bottom. Oh, man. That's probably just gonna be rough for me, but I kind of want to try it just to see like where it would fall in the line of concealers, and it's only $5. It's like, okay, I could probably swing that, you know? So I don't know. I would probably try this one out just to see. All right, and then speaking of Patrick Starr, he's actually coming out with a new product in his One Size makeup line. This is a new setting powder. Okay, so the brand One Size, she is softer, smoother, and ready to blur your pores. Let's see, this is the Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder, a super fine 14-hour blurring setting powder with a soft matte finish to set the complexion. This is going to be $30 or $16 in the travel size. Love that there's travel size. No flashback, no white cast formula, and there are some different shades. There's also going to be a baking puff for $14 and full-on faux lashes. These are going to be $20. Okay, everything's going to be available on November 9th. So I feel like I would be interested to try out the powder. I've definitely been using powders more, pressed powders and loose powders, as my skin has changed from really dry to a little bit more combo now, and like with wearing masks and everything, I've definitely been kind of relying on my powders a little bit more. And then there's also that baking puff. It kind of looks like the standard puff that we're kind of used to that comes in a multitude of other products. So when I first saw puff, I kind of thought it would be maybe a little bit more like something like a beauty blender style of thing. So I was almost a little bit surprised to see it. So I don't know if I absolutely have to have that. I'm not surprised at all to see these types of products coming from Patrick Starr. I think it 1000% makes sense to come out with the brand. The lashes, the different styles that I'm seeing, nothing really kind of jumps out at me. They all look a little bit like thicker and heavier than what and like more dramatic than what I would normally wear. But again, makes sense to the brand and the creator and everything behind there. So I'm not sure if this is anything that I'm going to run out and grab right away. But especially with the travel size of that powder, it's always really nice to have some smaller powders. And I'm almost done with my Hourglass Mini Veil, which I'm very proud about. So that might be something that I would grab down the line. And I think the last product I have to talk about is from Kaleidos Makeup. This is a new highlighter shade in the Space Age family. This is the Space Age Prophecy, a multi-chrome champagne highlighter with supernatural green, vermilion, gold, and lime shifts for $14. Will be available November 9th on the website. Looks like so cool. Like, I mean, like the swatch of it and everything, it looks crazy. Like how they do something like this kind of just like blows my mind. That looks so cool. I don't know if it really looks like a highlight that I would normally wear, but I feel like a lot of people are going to be so excited about this one because it's just like, it's fun, it's different, it's unique. It's like, whoa, like that's pretty cool. So it's probably going to be a no for me, but I think a lot of people will like it. Of course, I would love to hear your thoughts, and I would just love to hear your thoughts in general about everything that we chatted about this week. I do feel like it was kind of a shorter one this week. When I was kind of going through trying to, I was like, okay, I feel like there hasn't been like the last, what, 2-3 weeks or so. I feel like it has just been so crazy, so overwhelming, so much going on. But I hope that you still enjoyed watching this one this week. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned, mark it on your calendars. Friday, that Sephora haul, you don't want to miss it. Other than that though, if you enjoyed it, please make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I hope you of course will subscribe before you go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.